It is you. It's a me, a Bloodborne game. It's still crazy how you got that Twitter handle, though. That's crazy. That's unbelievable. I'm surprised Sony didn't be like, hey, big dog, here's a suit. Well, I guess for them, they probably wouldn't care. Knowing them, they're probably like, oh, let's dust off our fucking Twitter account for fucking nothing, like, because we're not doing anything with that game. But, you know, one day you'll get a knock from Sony and they'll be like, hey, big dog, you offered it to them early on? Fuck yeah. What did Sony say? Did they ever get back to you on that? I've always wondered if they were like, hey, thanks, but nah, we don't care. No, I mean, yeah, that's a crazy handle to get. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, no way, they're doing something with Bloodborne. And then I went, oh, okay, no, it's not a real Bloodborne account. Did a collab with Sony EU? Oh, damn, all right, we're getting some Bloodborne lore here. Okay, so here's the horrible bug page that I haven't looked at for this mod for like 6 months. I hate going through it. A lot of it is like duplicate bugs, or some things are not bugs. It's a lot, and so I had to make this into content, and I guess I'm using air quotes on that. I had to turn this into a stream to motivate me to do it. So please help me, everyone. Okay, bugs. Various small issues in Firelink Shrine. Oh, here we go. Texture issues near the stairs. Yes, that's true. I agree with that. A small hole on the floor. Oh, okay. I thought I fixed that. Oh, yeah, weird elevator. Yes, I remember that bug. That was new. I talked about the Twitter account on Don't Give Up Skeleton Podcast if you're ever curious and bored. I am thankfully always curious and bored at the same time. So, yes, I shall do that. Another hole in the floor right to the... Really? Really? Oh, small hole by the new Londo elevator. God ray shining through the wall at Frampton Crow's Arena. Oh my god. Okay, well then here's the whole stream. This is the whole. Oh my god. Grass isn't attached to the cliff wall. Oh, that's right. I fucked that up. Another stretch texture also by the sewers. Yeah. Oh my god. See, this is what I'm talking about. This I appreciate. I really do. I appreciate these, but oh my god. There's so many. There's so many. Oh my god. Okay. Now the stretch textures here, weirdly enough, are very resistant to being fixed. But let's open up Blender. I've been following your work, and I gotta say, it actually makes up for your Dark Souls 2 takes. Okay. Hold me back, chat. Holding me back, chat. My Dark Souls 2 takes as Dark Souls 2 being awesome? Yes. Interesting. Yes. Fight me. No, it's fine. I accept that not everyone has to like Dark Souls 2. I think that's fine. I will stick up for Dark Souls 2. Luckily, we can bond over our shared love of Bloodborne. So that's the cool thing. The good thing for me, I think, is that I'm lucky. I consider myself lucky that I love all of them. I love all of the FromSoft games since Demon's Souls. I will be playing the other ones and getting more into the other earlier games. Anyway, I love all of them like my children. So if someone goes, oh my god, I can't believe you had that Dark Souls 2 take, I can be like, I can meet you where you're at. Which game do you love? Because I also love it. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about these theories. So, like, I find myself, I lucked out that I just ended up loving all of them. Yeah, okay. So let's import the one that they're talking about. Also, don't make fun of my Blender skills, by the way, guys. Don't. I'm self-taught, all right? And some people give them tips. Highly recommend Shadow Tower Abyss. Yeah, is that the one? Yeah, I gotta try that. And I know I tried their the last Kingsfield. And Wow, that was rough. I got to be real with you. I thought it was really cool, and I totally understand that's where a lot of Dark Souls things come from, obviously. It was very cool walking around, but the controls were pretty rough. The combat, rough. And I know it's a very old game, but oof. Also, I died in like 2 hits, which was fine because I had just started the game. But I couldn't find a good way to like dodge the enemy's attacks at all. Like I was so sluggish moving, and I didn't have any good way of like moving around. I was like, am I doing this wrong? And then the menu system I felt was a little, I don't know. There's a lot of like struggles to kind of get to grips with it, but Shadow Tower Abyss is amazing. Something really charming about using an M16 against harpies. I mean, you sold me. That sounds great. I didn't know they would. Is it a fantasy game with guns? Like that sounds sick. That sounds like a Dark Souls mod. Okay, so let's pull up this big fat ass map piece because I know it's been a problem for a long time. I just haven't fixed it because it wasn't wanting to be fixed. So I didn't, basically. Let's see, 1002, which is Firelink Shrine. Yeah, I'll have to try. Maybe I'll stream trying out some older FromSoft games just for fun to see how bad I am at it. And people can make fun of me for dying. I died at the first like 2 seconds of being in Kingsfield 4 because you walk like a little bit of distance and then you immediately die. And I think it's because of lava, but I couldn't really tell. But I just died. And I was like, well, okay. Welcome to Dark Souls. Great. Import map piece. All right, let's do name. Okay, let's pull in 0003. It's a giant map piece. It's huge. And if I turn on the texturing, you're going to see that it has some big ass UV mapping issues. And the problem is they're very resistant to being fixed, and they don't actually, they don't cooperate, right? So normally in Blender, and I am no Blender expert, but generally you can UV unwrap things to fix UV mapping issues like this. And here it goes, well, what if we didn't? What if we didn't? And then Smart UV Project, you can either try either of those. And normally that will pull up and it will unwrap the UV, and then you can kind of fuck with it, right? And here it goes, absolutely not. It just will not. And I've encountered this not terribly often. Most map pieces do not have this issue, but this is definitely one that does. And the weird thing is the other thing you can do is you can generally delete the actual like face that's having that issue. And historically, I've been able to basically make a new face. And then normally that allows you to actually like fuck with it, right? Not in this case. So I'm like, well, shit, okay. Even if you go to the UV mapping tab here, it refuses, absolutely refuses to cooperate. And I don't really know why. So there's like random Blender experts that are in chat. I don't understand why this absolutely refuses, because it even looks correct. The UV here is actually good. I would just mess with it and move it closer to, say, the nearby little tabs here. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, really? Oh, okay. So it needs to be sandwiched in between. But it still should be showing something. That's the problem. It should be showing this, where it's actually selected here in the UV. That is what it should be. That's kind of the problem here. I don't understand why that is just not working. So one other thing you could do, just for a test here, you could just whoop Just kind of, we just kind of plug the hole, you know, uh, just for funsies. Yoink. It actually doesn't look bad. Yeah, okay. I'll take that as a goddamn win, actually. Let's see if this one gets fixed. Can I unwrap this one? Fuck. Wait. Oh, and it's all showing up as the same unwrapping. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder why. Huh. I don't know. I am unsure as to why the unwrapping just doesn't fucking work. Like, why is that the case? All right, so let's look at this. It's really odd. Let's go to move. Yeah, you'll see it's happening here too, where there's basically this overlay where you can see underneath the texture is actually moving. But there's this weird top part that is entirely resistant to changes. And like you're unwrapping it, but there's this weird thing over top it. And I don't really know why, honestly. So, oh, okay, so that actually affects it. That's weird. Huh. All right. Well, I gotta be real. I don't really know why it's doing that, but if it means I just need to modify the actual mesh itself and move vertices around, well, fuck, I'll do it. I will do it. I just want to make them less noticeable, frankly. I might just have to pull in the original mesh, but I'm afraid I've done too much work to it. That's kind of where I'm at. Okay, let's see. Do we have any more that are particularly bad? Yes, we do. Oof. Oof. Can I unwrap this? No, I think the whole map piece is bugged somehow. I don't really know why, but it is. Strange. Okay, where was I at? Fuck. Ugh. Oh, here I was. These are going to be kind of like nasty patches, okay? We're going to patch the holes here. Zoom in a bit. Shit, where's the nearest vertice for this? Fuck. Oh, found it. Oh my good God. Yoink. All right. Got that one. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. The fucking mess. This map piece was already like blocky as fuck, so I'm a little. Okay, I do. I can unsubdivide. Can I bridge the faces? Whoa, that didn't work. That was bad. We don't like that. Whatever the fuck that was. Do you also do game dev? Nah, no. I actually, well, okay. I mean, to be fair, when I was like 10 years, 15 years younger, I did actually do some games in Game Maker, which has actually gotten really popular. I used a really, back when Game Maker was way older and less functional. And yeah, I made a couple games that were like really simplistic 2D style games. They're pretty cool. I do want to get back into like actual game dev. Although I guess technically at this point the modding has become essentially game dev, which makes sense. Oh, okay, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. This is gonna be just a shitty little patch right now. Okay. Well, okay, we're gonna have to put this one on the back burner because this is not cooperating, and I'm gonna have to do more work to it. But yeah, I would like to eventually get into like Unreal game development, or oh, okay, that's near the stairs. So okay, I can't fix those yet. Small hole between models and the floor. Rightmost archway of Crestfallen. Okay, I think I know what he's talking about. Rightmost archway. Wait, damn it! I gotta suss this out. Okay, I think I know where that is. I think so. It's not that one. Rightmost archway from Crestfallen. It's got to be that. Yeah, it's got to be this, right? Okay, so that's 2015 B2. All right. Let's go back to layout. Let's get rid of that map piece because I fucking hate it, and I don't want to look at it again. So 2015. Let's open that. Let's open that up and see what happens. Let's see if we can find a mesh hole. Well, there's one right there, but I believe that is actually filled up by something. Oh, do we have a mesh seam here? Oh my good God. I believe we do actually. Okay, actually what I need to do is zoom in a little bit so I get. Welcome to my horrible, horrible, no good Blender skills. Okay. I, wow, that's crazy. It's like the tiniest little hole there. Okay. Oof. I think that should fix it. Okay, so let's hover over here. Because I thought that's where the actual hole was. But no, maybe it is actually the archway I was just looking at. Alright. Yeah, the weird elevator. I really got to look into that. That's a super recent one, and I don't fully. I don't remember what I did to fuck that up. Okay, so this is right next to the stairs. Interesting. Okay, got it, got it, got it. Right next to the stairs. Oh, that's 003. We don't want 003. Ah, 2003. Got it. Got it. Okay, so let's export that. That was a slight improvement. 2003. All right. Okay, here we go. Yeah, oh, yeah, I think it's going to be the connection between this. Shit, I'm going to have to load in that map piece I don't fucking like. Shit. I hate you and everything that you stand for, map piece, okay? How dare you, FromSoft, make this fucking two map pieces so close together? It's unconscionable, frankly. Ugh, fuck. Zoom in. Basically, we got this giant ass fault line. that's in between that they glued these together. All right. Where are we at? Where's the seam? Where's the hole? Okay, don't clip that, chat. Be right here, right? I think I see it. Ah, got it. Wow, that is tiny. Okay, so let's go into our invisible look. Let's go back. Woo, baby! Check that shit out. Oh my god, we squashed a fucking bug. Love to see it. Okay, so we exported that. We have fixed another mesh hole. We got a couple down. Okay. Missing elevator. That is now on the list. Let's load into the actual game itself. Let's load up DSR Gadget, which DSR Gadget is incredibly helpful. It allows you to warp around. It lets you give yourself items. You can turn off AI. It's fantastic. Shout out to whoever worked on this. It doesn't say right here, but they're fantastic. So let's launch Dark Souls.bat. I don't actually know why there's a phantom elevator sitting there. That's never been an issue before, and I don't think I swapped any of the like draw groups or anything. I don't think I did anything like that. It looks kind of fucky. It looks not. It looks like someone beat the hell out of that elevator. Okay, so probably first thing is to load onto somebody who is a higher level. So let's load onto this jabroni. I have 10 characters. Why they have a limit on characters? It must have been a PS3 limitation. Oop, well, he just jumbled the fuck around. Alright, let's go to Firelink Shrine. Because I need to test if... Is it for the people who have not upped or unlocked the elevator from Undeadburg? So first thing is, I need to go check that. Let's go wear some different armor. I do love me the black leather armor. What's up, my dude? What's up, Yozora? How goes it? How goes the Dark Souls modding life? And bearer of the... Oh, shit. Hey, when the fuck was there this bad UV mapping here? I would have noticed. I've gone through this doorway like 5,000 times. Ain't no way. God damn it, Blender. Did you do that? Fuck. Alright. Let's go check on our elevator. Is there a phantom elevator here? No, there's a normal elevator. Although, as you'll notice, it's lit kind of weird. And that's actually because it's really annoying. It's in between two maps, but it actually exists on the Undeadburg map. So it's not great because it looks like it's not even being shadowed right now. So let's look at that. I believe if we go in here, if my memory serves me correctly. Also, the reason why everything is white in my Soulstruct, well, it's not Soulstruct, but in my Re-Remastered project in Smithbox, the reason why it's all white is that when Blender edits the fibers, it doesn't include the whole path to the texture. And so basically, Smithbox and DS Map Studio, they do not know where to get the texture from, so they just display it as white. Well, I plan to go on hiatus soon. IRL situation isn't good at the moment. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. I do hope things get better soon. In the meantime, the Souls community and Souls world at large will be here when you come back. Do not worry about that. Oh shit, actually the elevator is on this map. Oh fuck, I honestly thought it was on the other map. Okay. Now, here's what's weird, is it is actually set to be a shadow source. But it's not really acting like it, to be honest. So, huh. I think it's set to 16 because that's like an in-between look. And it does have the draw groups, which I think are original. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Wait, is there a version that does exist in the Undead Burg map? Now I'm curious. So when I released Bear of the Curse, it was a small gap opportunity. Hell yeah. Thanks again, by the way. Oh, hey. I fully admit I did very little, if anything. I made a video. That is it. I'll try to pop into the Nexus mods page to look at the bug reports. I responded to a couple of them that I saw a few days ago. I was like, they were having crashing or something. And I was like, oh, that's interesting because I'm not having any of that. Did you try verifying the files? Oh, you know, the normal mod response of like, did you try turning it off and on again? Since that'll fix most of it. But yeah, I'll try to look at that. Yeah, because I saw you included my name on the author thing. And I was like, well, that's super nice. Totally didn't have to do that. Because quite honestly, I don't think I would deserve that, if I'm honest. It was very, very nice regardless. Okay, well, shit. Okay, so the elevator at least is here normally. So that's nice. I do wish it wasn't like shared between maps. Okay, let's load up Undead Burg. I swear there was one in Undead. I swear I thought the elevator was in Undead Burg. Most crash issues are just people playing the game on medium textures. Oh, really? That can crash it? What the fuck? That's interesting. That is new. But nah, you deserve to be on this credits. Well, I appreciate that. I personally don't think so, but I will take you at your word on that one. Or I'll take your. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so yeah, the elevator is not in this map. Okay, interesting. So now we need to go back to Firelink Shrine. So this is why you always have a default project that is the unmodded game. Because let me tell you, if you're starting a Dark Souls mod, you're gonna forget what the original settings are. So I promise you, you're gonna want a default fucking project. And I think I have that. I'm pretty sure, maybe. If I think I might have the thing named incorrectly. Although in this case, actually, you can use Prepare to Die Edition. As long as I have not modified the files for that. Because they use the same draw groups and whatnot. Like 99.9% of the time. I'm looking forward to playing Re-Remastered again. I only made it to Anor Londo. Ah, cool. Yeah, I'm still tinkering away on it. Since you last played, I have added a shitload of more parallax occlusion mapping, more bugs fixed. I'm currently in progress of completely overhauling the material setup for the depths and Duke's archives, mostly the depths. And I already did it for Northern Undead Asylum because that allows me to then add the parallax occlusion mapping because the default material settings, their shader that they use does not allow height maps. So I had to swap it over, which then means swapping over all the specular maps because they were using a non-material flow, whatever. It's a whole thing. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I think I'll probably be working on Dark Souls 1 for the rest of my life because there's so many UV mapping issues. This will be one of those mods that I'll never play without. That's how impressed I am. Well, that is high praise coming from you. So I appreciate that. I have I have fucked up so many times on this mod. I can't even count the number of times I fucked up. Oh, wait. Hey, hold on. What's going on here? Is my re-remastered, is it in the wrong place? Wait, what? Oh, no, is it? Oh, shit. God, these small windows, I can barely fucking see. Okay, let me... Fuck. I do wish I could see the textures. That genuinely is difficult. Oh, no, it's still in the same spot. Okay, interesting. Man, yeah, it's not easy. I need to get a second monitor, let me tell you. I need a second goddamn monitor. Okay, so 16, 11, 11, yes, that is correct. I have it set to the same draw groups. It's also set to the same position. Okay. Interesting. Nothing is different. The entity ID is the same. Okay. So I've narrowed all that down. Let's go on to our other character where apparently the elevator is just fucked for reasons. I haven't done anything with it. I think that's what's really strange. I have genuinely not messed with it. Yeah, Coral. How the fuck is there that bad UV mapping right there? I don't understand it. I would have seen that. I bet that just happened, right? Yeah, you can see in Firelink Shrine. Oh, look at that parallax occlusion mapping. It's so sick. Thank you, QLock, for adding that so I could basically shove that onto every surface in the game. I'm such a hoe for it, and I wish that FromSoft would kind of be more into it, but they're just not. Like Elden Ring, I don't think uses any. Not that I remember. They're all just like really good normal maps, which is cool, but damn, guys, y'all are missing out. Yeah, what the fuck's going on here? Look at this elevator. That doesn't make any sense. Like, what are we doing? Why is the elevator like this? I don't know. Huh. All right. I guess what I'll try is to delete it, maybe, and just kind of like just delete it for one of the MSBs and then save it again, and maybe it will not hate me. Okay, let's do map. Otherwise, I genuinely don't know why that would be a problem. I don't know. Okay, so now I've removed it from the map. Just for funsies to see, okay, is it correctly that? Okay, so that does delete it. That's nice. It did, it's not some, I mean, it might be some Dark Souls remastered shenanigans, frankly. Okay, I have put it back. I mean, I guess I could put it at draw group 0. But let's try this. Let's just delete it, bring it back. And maybe, just maybe. Okay, let's see. I don't know why that would happen. Like, what the fuck is... And what I also don't understand is that why, when I unlock the elevator from Undead Burg, then it's fine. So that's actually a good thing to try. Okay, so we know it's broken here. Oh, I have broadsword 15. Nice. Okay, so let's go to Undead Burg and let's unlock that elevator. Because why would it be broken like that? So let's go Undead Burg. We can do Sunlight Altar. That's fine. I'm going to turn off the enemies. Okay. Oh my god, I love all the parallax occlusion mapping. I'm never not going to mention that. Oh, it's so good. Alright. Alright, so let's run. Let's just run, 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 run. Also, oh my god, it looks so good here. Except for this part. They had these weird texture seams. Fuck. I gotta fix those. There's so many texture issues in Dark. Hey, this is where I died. Look at that. Oh, shit. Okay, I gotta go down here. Okay, sure, sure. Stab him in the goddamn back. Yoink. Okay, okay. Oh, I didn't even grab that item. Oh yeah, this is like a super new character. Oh, that wall looks so good. I need to re-go through every single texture. Oh, fuck. I thought I had removed this rubble texture. Damn it. I hate that rubble texture. It's hideous. There's nothing you can do with it to make it look good, so I just delete it. It just looks like hot dog shit. It's just, ugh. Okay, well, I'll come back to that. All right. Yoink, yoink. Okay, spin move. Suck on that. Okay, so now we're gonna go use the elevator. I love the way you think about things. You're a king. Well, thank you. I am eccentric. I was gonna say exotic, and I was like, well, that doesn't seem like the right word for it. Oh wait. Yeah, what the fuck is going on? What did I do to this? Yeah, because the elevator here doesn't even look correct. Huh. That's weird. When did I fuck up the elevator? Like, I don't even know how that's possible. Okay, interesting, interesting. Because, like, it's literally just that. It's this object here, right? Am I crazy? I don't think I am. Says the person who probably is crazy. Am I insane? Would an insane person ask that? No. No, they would not. Okay, well now it's time to look into... Okay, let's get out of this. Okay, so we have parts. Let's go into objects. What did I do with 1460? That's the object name here. So let's scroll down. Did I throw 1460 into the garbage disposal at some point? So it does look like it was modified on July 17th. Okay. All right. Well, check this shit out. This is why you always have a backup of the game. Always have a backup of the game that's unmodded. Because we're going to go into our objects and we're going to grab 1460 and we're going to copy that over and overwrite this. Oh, it can't be used with a user map. What? Hey, I'm not logged in, bit. What the? Really? Do I need to? Damn, I usually don't have that problem. I can usually just copy over things and they don't interact with each other. Fuck you. Fuck you. I must have it loaded. Yeah, okay, so. Okay, well that's rude, Smithbox, just so you know. Okay. And my controller stopped working. That's a really annoying thing about Dark Souls Remastered. Occasionally when I'm modding it, my controller will just no longer respond. And it's really weird. Oh, I think that fixed it. Oh my god. Wow, has it been jacked up that long, maybe? That's crazy. Okay, well, let's go back to Firelink Shrine now. Because that'd be really nice if that just fixed it. This is why you always keep a backup. Always keep a backup, guys. Okay. Let's run up here. And let's look. Is there a phantom elevator standing here? Because I must have just jacked up. Oh, no, I fixed it. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Sweet. Fucking wheat. Okay, I don't like that. Remove that from the VOD, please and thank you. I don't know who I'm talking to when I say that, but me, other FromSoft, future FromSoftServe. Okay, I need to fix this UV mapping, which literally just occurred. I swear to God. I STG. Or just STG. Okay. Oh, is it actually here? Oh, I may already have it open. Look at that. I do. Oh, look at that. What in the holy dumb fuck is happening here? Okay, let's make sure it's on the same material. It is not, which is like, what the fuck? Okay. Oh, well, it's still kind of fucking jacked up, but alright. Huh, okay. Ooh, well, the unwrapping process did not go terribly well. Alright, let's go to our UV mapping tab. Let's go to the fun UV. Also, by the way, UV mapping can suck my ass, right? Can we all agree on that? I understand it's like a necessity, but it can suck my ass. I don't like it. I don't know who needs to know that, but it can suck my ass. I don't like it. All right. Don't judge my blender skills, by the way. Just don't judge it. All right. I'm just gonna move them in here. I'm just gonna. Whoop. Let me just. Yoink. Yoink. Oh, that didn't work. Hey, nah. What the? God damn it! It's another one of these where, okay, fuck you. I'll delete the face. How about that? Suck on that. Okay, now I'm getting vulgar. I apologize. I'm getting tilted. It did it again. Okay, my guy, you guys, Dark Souls or Blender, you're drunk. Go home. Like, what's going on here? What are we doing? Oh, now it has lines on it. Okay, that is dumb. That's very stupid. I'll have you know. Not liking that. Can't wait for the. Oh yeah, Darkfall or Nightfall. Yeah, that's looking pretty sick. I don't know why I said it like that. Mirror Y. God damn it. I don't know why it has that overlay on top of it. That is very much not intentional. Also, even this isn't working. Oh, no, that's okay, that's better. Unfortunately, the overlay is still there, so I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. What's up, Nix Rider? Fellow big dog. I am fixing bugs in Dark Souls Remastered. I am going through the list on Nexus mods for the first time in a while because I am allergic to it because there's usually a lot of bugs. And a lot of them are like default Dark Souls 1 bugs as well, and I get overwhelmed, so I tend to just not look at it. Which is, you know, a fairly stupid way to go about it, but, you know. Yeah, I don't know why there's that overlay on it. Fuck. Split, dissolve faces. I do not know. I've been waiting for Nightfall for like 2 years. Yeah, it's been a long time. I know, didn't Grimm make an update pretty recently? Yeah, they ended up reworking a lot of it, and it looks awesome. And obviously it's because a lot of their time, I think, has gone towards the Blender Soulstruck program, which is also what they end up using for their dev. So it's been really nice that they've, at the same time, been like, here are the tools that you guys can use that we're using as well. It's very, very cool. Anyone who gives Dark Souls 2 love is a king in my eyes. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I love Dark Souls 2. And I will defend it until my my final breath, you know. I fell in love with it. Okay, with the unwrapping. Yeah, I don't know why this happens with some of the map pieces. There's just this weird bullshit that ends up like... It's like the texture is copied and then barfed and then stretched. But underneath it is what I'm actually UV map editing. And I don't really understand that. I don't. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's also not unwrapping it really that well, to be honest, but I am no unwrapping expert. I don't mind stuff take long to release as long as it's complete. Yeah, I had to blast somebody on Twitter, shocker, for giving shit to Stade. Stade was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna post on Blue Sky now because I haven't really been active on Twitter because I don't really like Twitter or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And some dumbass commented, oh my god, people been giving him money on Patreon for so long and he's still not done with the mod. And it's like, well, he didn't promise it was going to be done by a certain time. Like, and also people aren't subscribed to me on Patreon because I have a deadline to meet or something. Like, you know, like, fuck you, man. I don't know. Like, also take it up with the people that are subbed to his Patreon. Do you think he drugged them and made them sub to his Patreon? Like, what's your point? And that's what I said. I was like, dude, I don't know what your fucking point is. They want to support Stade, as I personally think they should. Because he's really cool. And he's making like that Armored Core clone. Pretty cool. And I, more than anyone, I think, can relate to working on different projects. And I understand that people go, yeah, but I want the one that I want. And I want you to work on that. It's like, yes, but, you know, fuck you. Like, I'm going to work on what I'm going to work on. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I always find that weird. I got to stand up for my fellow modders that, like, I don't know, they get some weird entitlement over, like, you owe me this project. It's like, well, it's free and you did not pay for it. So, no, I don't know. Am I on the right account? Yes. Wait, do I have multiple accounts? Do you have multiple accounts? Is that how that works? Oh, I am. Okay. Do you have a burner Twitch account? Or do I have a burner Twitch account? You might. I could see that. Trivia would have a burner Twitch account. Stealthy. Very stealthy. I respect that about you. I always have. And never change. I genuinely don't know. Yeah, I probably have multiple accounts. If I'm honest, I don't fucking know. I probably do. I've probably done signups for fucking different... Also, Trivia, do you know why in Blender this shit is happening with the UV mapping? Okay, so the actual underlying UV map is correct. I have corrected it. But what's happening is on some map pieces, there's this weird overlay And you'll notice, so when I move the actual UV map, you can see underneath it, it's actually correct, right? But there's this weird fucking, oh, about anything Blender shit. Okay, that's fair. I respect that. Get good? Yeah, I don't know. It only happens in a very, very small amount of cases where even if you delete the face, create a new face, and then, you know, fix the UV mapping from there, sometimes that'll fix it. But, oop, I hit my mic. Sorry. You should try asking Beth. Interesting. Oh, okay. I will do that. I'll be like, hey, what's going on here? Because, like, is there an option to get rid of this? Also, there's some that there's some portions on like this giant map piece over here where there's some really nasty UV mapping. Some which is my fault and some which is not my fault. And it doesn't even unwrap correctly. It doesn't affect it at all. And I'm like, dude, I don't fucking know why. So I will DM Beth. Thank you for that. Okay, well, you know what? It's good enough for now. So we're gonna export map piece. Are you remastering Dark Souls? Yes. I have been working on it since, I want to say July of 2023 at this point. Shit, that's actually been a long fucking time. It used to be called Dark Souls Visual Overhaul, and it was Dark Souls Graphics Overhaul? I don't fucking know. Yeah, I have touched every file in this game at this point, multiple times. Why not DS2? Oh, I already have a DS2 mod. Big dog. I got mods for DS3, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2. I got a Scholar of the Second Sin mod. I got a texture mod for Dark Souls 2. I got a texture mod for Sekiro. I got big dog. I got all the things. Of course, the biggest remastering of Dark Souls 2 is literally DS2 lighting engine, to be honest. So that's the biggest remastering of Dark Souls 2 is lighting engine, to be honest. A lot of my stuff ended up getting slurped by lighting engine. All the dynamic shadow stuff, all of that got taken over by lighting engine and done better. So I can't. Hey, god fucking damn it. This has been happening. I might have to DM Grim, because I think this is happening with Blender now. This is now becoming a Blender Soulstruct error, where it seems like it's adding random UV mapping fuck-ups. And I'm very much not enjoying it. Yeah, see, you can tell when the unwrapping does literally nothing, that conformal, angle-based, fill holes, correct aspect, use subdivision. I don't know. Just do it. Do the thing I want. I don't know how to tell you to do what I want, but just do what I want, okay? Okay, well, yeah, the unwrapping just unfortunately does not work. And even if you do Smart UV Project, you can tell the underlying texture does change, but once again, it has that weird overlay shit. So I am going to take a print screen, and I'm going to post in the GitHub and say, hey, Grim, y'all know about this? Because this seems to be fucking happening a lot lately with Blender Soulstruct. We're getting random UV mapping errors, and I'm very much not loving it. Anyway, we fixed the elevator, so that's pretty sweet. In the chamber of elevator to Ruins of New Londo, missing texture 2, the wall in the right of the corridor to the shrine. Fuck. Appreciate the live stream. Usually just watch your YouTube. Yeah, I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. Oh, there's a hole in the wall at New Londo? Fuck my ass. Sorry. I'll be perfectly honest. I only know how to mod DS2 and no other Souls game. Hey, that's fair. I respect it. We need people focused on just one game. Also, you can see how annoying it is to work on Dark Souls. It's hard swapping between DS3, DS2, DS1, Demon Souls, because they all function just a little bit differently. Luckily, Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 are very similar. Dark Souls 2 is the most different out of the bunch. Okay, so we got a hole in the wall down there, and we apparently, it says it's missing texture 2. I don't know what texture 2 means, but we're gonna figure that out. So, oh, I had to close my other smith box. That is true. I did have to do that. Okay, so let's open up smith box again. Not even mad. The streams are the best. Yeah, Trivia, I credit Trivia for me streaming more consistently lately, because she's been very clear that she enjoys it a lot and reminds me and prods me when I have not streamed in a while, and that's very nice. So, someone just ported all the Demon Souls armor sets to Prepare to Die edition. That sounds about right. Yeah, between the two of them, they would have a lot of crossover. Yeah, I know the main port that I saw is the fluted night set. I wish I had a second monitor again and you were in the EU time zone. Hey, give me a room over in give me a room in that country. Give me a room and we will create the modding powerhouse. Get me out of America, okay? Get me out of America. All right, let me drink some water before I forget. Yeah, I could see them porting all the Demon Souls armor sets. Between that and Prepare to Die edition, they have so much crossover. They're the most similar between any two FromSoft games, I think, in terms of their setup and Param setup and all that. Soulstruct Companion Project, yes. Okay. Yeah, I need a second monitor as well. I'm actually, this first monitor I have, I'm going to downsize to 27 inches. I need 27 inches of monitor in my life. 32 inches? That's too many inches, okay? It's too big. It just is. Like, I need just a little smaller. And then I want a better monitor. So I'll have this 32-inch one as my second monitor, which is not ideal. I would frankly like, I should probably just have a cheapy, like, 24-inch monitor as my second one, just for, like, putting windows over there. Oh, you'd have to learn check? Shit. How hard is that on a scale of 1 to Horsefuck Valley? How hard would that be to learn? Okay. Like an 8? Oh, God. Okay. I know learning English is really hard. I know that's like one of the hardest languages to learn. That and Chinese or Mandarin. Mandarin Chinese, I know, is also like a 10 out of 10. Damn, okay. They don't have any, like... Maybe I should wait until the translator apps are really good. Is that a thing? Can you translate for me? Does that work? Can I pay you in Dark Souls modding? No, okay. So what was I doing? Chat? Oh yeah, here we go. So I'm loading up my Firelink shrine so I can check. I don't know it either. Well, hey, then you live over there. How does that work? If you can do it, then can I piggyback off that? Can I, or would I be the limit where they'd be like, all right, motherfucker, y'all. Yeah, I think the translator apps are actually pretty good. That's true. I do watch a lot of 90 Day Fiancé, and they use a lot of them there. Yeah, that's probably my most toxic quality, is that I watch 90 Day Fiancé. And I partially I like it because they go to a lot of the other countries. And so you can kind of learn more about those cultures. Also, Americans are always the dumbest when they go to the other countries, and they're always just the biggest fucking buffoons. It's great. I can never get enough of it. Okay, so I think I need this map piece, the 2002. So let's load that. Port map piece 2002. Let's see. What did I do to fuck it up? What did I do to fuck it up? Yeah, okay, so here's what happened. Yep, this is an issue with an earlier build of Blender Soulstruck, but it might still be happening. Let me go back to layout. basically every once in a while when you would export something, it would just take a random triangle and then barf a different texture on it. It's really annoying. I was in another country during March of this year, and yeah, you are right, I did look stupid. Well, I'm sure it wasn't like intentional. A lot of these 90 Day Fiancé people will go over there. Like, they'll go over to an Islamic country, and they'll just be like, hey, can I walk around with my titty out and drink alcohol and make out with people in public? I'm exaggerating a little bit, but also kind of not. And they'll just be like, yeah, but I should be able to do that in any country because I'm American. And it's like, well, that's not how it works. Like, you're in a different country. They have a different culture. They have different rules. You can't just, I call it dick whopping. They go over there and they say, look at me, I'm American. I'm free everywhere. And it's like, well, no, I mean, just by definition, no. That's not how that works, but, you know, just cluing you in on that. That's not how that works. And also, could you stop making Americans look down? Yeah, it's the American privilege where I'm like, dog, no other country does this. I swear, no other country has people that go to other countries and then just look like fucking boobs. Can we not? And not the good kind of boobs, like the personality boobs. Like, I get the standard tourist looking kind of when you go to a different country. I think that's normal. But it's when you go over to a different country and you go, why don't you have air conditioning? Isn't that weird? Don't you find that difficult, guys, that you don't have air conditioning everywhere? And it's like, read the goddamn room, okay? We are a rarity where we have air conditioning everywhere. That is not the norm. And it doesn't make you look good to go into another country and then just bitch about everything. I'm like, can you just, I mean, it does. To be fair, it's not that doesn't suck. I totally agree. But like the way that they don't understand that, it's not like they had a big vote and everyone was like, yeah, fuck air conditioning. A lot of those places are really ancient and old and, you know, wasn't built with that in mind. So, I don't know. When I was there, I used the air conditioner. I got yelled at because I was wasting their electricity. Yeah, I would imagine. It's just a different cultural thing. And I do think it takes getting used to that. Ooh, I need to add the height map to this surface here. So I fixed the texture thing they were talking about, I believe. But what I need to do... Okay, these textures look fine. I think the same about Americans not having electric showers. Wait. Do you mean like the electric water heating? HVAC is actually a mixed bag for apartments. 90% of the housing here is communist-style apartment buildings because you share air with the entire building. I can't handle the heat, yeah. I mean, that's one where, like, if you legitimately have a physiological issue and a reason why the heat is specifically debilitating or something, then I think that's different, right? Like, you know, if you have the air conditioning, I'd be like, unless the electricity rates are absolutely astronomical, which maybe they are. Yeah, Nick's Rider, are you talking about water heating? Because, yeah, in America, they do have a balance between, like, gas. Electric shower head for water heating. Wait, the shower head itself being electric? What? I mean, as far as I know here, we basically just have a water heater somewhere else in the house that just continually heats up water, and that's what gets delivered to the rest of the house. There are certain places that have a gas water heater, which sucks ass. It's quicker, admittedly, but most have switched over to an electric water heater. That's pretty standard in most places now, even apartment buildings and whatnot. Having a shower head that's electric, that's I mean, that's a different way of thinking about it. That might be more efficient if it literally just heats the water as it comes through the shower head. But yeah, I would also think of like, isn't that a little dangerous? Wouldn't they have to engineer those shower heads so incredibly well that there's no possible way any electricity would get into that water. Like, wouldn't you have to like seal it somehow? That it, I don't know. I'm not an expert on that, but I'm just thinking about that. That seems kind of risky bisky, to be honest with you. That's really interesting, though. I just like understanding the different cultures and how they have different things set up. Like, I was just watching an episode of 90 Day Fiancé recently where they were in this other country and they were like, what are these outlets? My phone won't plug in. I didn't know everything had different outlets. And I'm like, oh my God, can you just like read a book or watch a documentary or before you travel to a different country, can you do a modicum of research? Can you Google one fucking thing? Can you watch a video? That bugs me. The intellectual, what do you call it? What's the opposite of curiosity? Daftness? Incuriosity? Is that uncurious? I don't know. They look less menacing. Yeah, ours are pretty. I'm used to the American ones, but also we have a different electrical setup of like 110 versus 220 or whatever it is. I guess, yeah, I just call it ignorance, yeah, because I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Also, by the way, okay, let me rant a little bit. So there's this lady in one of the shows where she is going to another country to meet her fiance for like the first time. They've talked just over the phone, right? And video chatted and all that stuff. And anyway, so she's going over there and she has like, anxiety and all that. And so her brilliant idea to meet her fiance is to bring her ex-boyfriend along with her. Her most recent ex-boyfriend, I might add. Not only that, not tell her fiance about it. Wait until she's been there for 3 days. And then tell him, by the way, I came here with my ex-boyfriend. Here's some pictures. Actually, no, it's actually even worse. Hold on. Rewind. So actually what happened is he ended up seeing a picture on her phone of her on the plane with her ex-boyfriend. And he was like, what the fuck is this? And because he's known of this ex-boyfriend. And he is a bit of a jealous type, admittedly. But like, are you kidding me? And the funny thing is, before she left, all of her friends were like, yeah, that's a bad idea, right? Like, that's not going to go well. And she was like, I don't know, but I feel like he'll get upset if I tell him, so I'm just not going to tell him. And it's like, well, I don't think that's what you take away from that. I'm going to be real with you, big dog. I don't think that's what you take away from that. But okay. Oh, this is 2002. I loaded the wrong one, chat. I loaded the wrong one. But yeah, she took her ex-boyfriend, and it blew up in her face, and I think they're broken up now. So I'm just like, damn, you are dumb. Part of the show is like there are certain people that you want to root for, but damn, there's some real dumb people, and I'll admit that's a part of the appeal of the show for sure. The way it works is that basically the water pressure turn on the switch to deliver proportional electric energy into a resistor. The resistor then decreases the electric current even more, and in the process heats up. I'd be curious that is able to actually keep up with the water flow. Man, it'd have to heat it up insanely quickly. And a volume of water, does it get sufficiently like super hot, or is it more warm? I'd be curious about that. I do think that's probably a more efficient way of doing it, though. If you literally just heat up exactly what you need at the time, that's actually pretty smart versus literally wasting energy every second of the day, keeping the water hot, right? And then just using it when needed, but like, that's kind of wasteful, right? Oh, I'm already using the height map on it. Oh, shit. Look at that. As long as you don't have super high pressure. Yeah, I would wonder if, yeah, you went a little too ham on it. Would it not work as well? So we have base wall, arch, base wall, base section, base stair, base floor, ground. Oh, okay. Interesting. Shit, I forgot if I exported that. I think I did. I think I exported this. Okay, so let's import that again. And then export. Let's see if we fixed at least the texture issue. And then we can look for that mesh hole that they were talking about, which would once again be my fault because I think I deleted something that when I was there. Really not loving this UV mapping shit. I'm hating it, in fact. Usually super high pressure showers are still gas based. Yeah. So if they do that, they use the standard like a gas water heater somewhere else in the house or apartment, I'm assuming. Yeah, we've moved over to mostly electric water heaters because they just make that like electric hum, and they're also just more energy efficient than using a gas one. All right, wall is be fixed. Good. Also, my posture has been shit the entire stream, so I'm going to try to fix that. Okay, where is the hole? Chat, I'm looking for a hole. I'm looking for a hole. I'm going to do that thing that cats do when they're looking at something and they're really curious and they bob their head up and down. I'm going to bob up and down, bob up and down, bob up and down. All right, well, I don't see any. Also, shout out to the Parallax occlusion mapping. Sorry, the pillars keep getting in the way. I don't see any. Okay, that parallax is a little goofy there, actually, but don't look at that. Chat, don't look at that. Maybe it's on this side. Is it on this side? Sorry, I'm a little herky-jerky with the camera. I'm using my mouse because Dark Souls Remastered has this really annoying fucking thing when you're modding it for some reason. It might be the usage of DSR gadget. There's something connected to that. Oh, found the hole. Chat, we found the hole. Oh, God. Oh, we found a big-ass hole. Oh, my God. It's a bloody megalodon. Okay, let's quit out. Okay, after I plug this hole, I'm going to take a nice little bathroom break. Okay. Oh, it's probably between the two map pieces, as per goddamn fucking usual. It's always in between two map pieces. Yeah, oh shit, it is right there. 2001, got it. 2001, B, oh fuck, is it B0, B1, or B2? B0, got it. Normally it's B2, but I had to do a bunch of edits to make everything show up in cutscenes. It's the whole thing. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right, let's position ourselves for the hole fixing. Okay, I already lost track of the hole. Fuck. Oh, I found the hole again. Okay, so... Okay. It is the difficulty of having different map pieces squashed right next to each other. It can be a little difficult. Okay, so let's go into edit mode. And probably the easiest thing to do. I've also heard it's a Brazilian invention, but they might just be lying like with the airplane invention. Oh, shit. Hey, it could be. Like, honestly, it sounds really cool. Like, it honestly sounds like a more efficient way. I think it's a little, like, I would only trust buying the best possible one from the best possible manufacturer, just because it does seem like there'd be some inherent risk there of if there ever was like a glitch with it that like, oh, can I see the hole from this side? I think I can. Huh. Oh, that's because there's like an inner wall and an outer wall. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Hey, can we turn on back or turn off fucking back face calling on this bitch? Like, can we... Oh, I'm in the wrong tab, chat. Found it. Oh, got it. Okay, so I think I can actually just move that over. Okay. And we'll go up here and we will move that. Boom. Check that shit out. Dunzo. Now, have I fixed it? Oh, fuck. Controller still doesn't work. Okay, let's see. Did we fill the hole? Chat, I can confirm we have filled the hole. Okay. Okay, so we got that. God, I swear the whole stream is literally just going to be this one bug report. I gotta go. You have a nice rest of your stream. Can't wait to play Re-Remastered again. Take care. You as well. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I will be stuck here forever fixing mesh holes. I didn't know there'd be one post that has all the bugs in it, but it is a lot of them. So, okay, I fixed that one. I fixed that one. This is an existing bug from Dark Souls, just the original game, where they had the light shafts basically going through this map piece. That was by default. Stretch texture by Griggs and Big Hat Logan. Okay, I can look at that. The grass not being attached to the cliff, that I can fix for sure. That's not hard. Okay, so I'm going to take a little brake ski. A very small brake. Let's quit out. Actually, I guess you guys can enjoy the Firelink Shrine music if that's even playing, frankly. I don't really think it is. Oh, wait, do I have my sound turned all the way down? I might, actually. Oh, it is. Okay. Actually, it still says it's like playing no desktop audio. Okay, like what the fuck's going on there? Well, it should be playing music, but if it... Oh, hey, what's up, lady? Hey, Dingy Hood, thank you. Ooh, Black Eye Orb. Nice. Alright. Oh, it is playing music. That's very calming. Alright. Oh, yeah, let me go equip the... Oh, did I tell you? If you guys didn't see my Twitter post yesterday, I recorded a 40-minute video where I actually played Re-Remastered and Prepare to Die Edition at the same exact time. And thought I was recording it in OBS. Turns out I was not. And I actually played them back to back and flipped between the two to see the differences. Or show off the differences, and yeah, none of that got recorded. And I was very, very sad. It's like, fuck me. I added a little bit of specular to the night set, because it was looking a little off. After my little Prepare to Die Edition port and inversion of the spec map, I went back and added some specular metallic goodness to it. Okay, other thing we're fixing is... Oh, does this character not have the elevator? This character does not. Okay, we will quit game. Oh, so you know, here's the funny thing. You know what fixes the controller not responding with Dark Souls Remastered? Is literally putting your computer into sleep mode and then coming back. So it's like... Because even unplugging the controller and plugging it back in doesn't work. It's some fucking goofed thing. I have no idea why. Okay, who else is in Firelink Shrine? FROMSOFTSTREAM, he is there. Good, good. Thy elevator be there. Nice. It is shaded pretty shittily. Okay. That distance flickering, not a big fan of that. TBH. Okay. Sick. I'm doing this on keyboard and mouse, by the way. This is pro gamer skill. Okay, well, what the fuck is this? Really? Really? Blender Soulstruck. What do we got going here? Really? Oh, did you mute or is my headset dead? Oh, it's inputting. It's getting my audio. Wait, is it not getting my audio? Can no one hear that? It says it is. I don't think yeah, it's not muted in OBS. Uh-oh. Okay, well, hopefully someone else will chime in. I don't know. My OBS says my audio is being recorded from my mic just fine. OBS. It's all good. What's up, NXT? Oh, that might be on Quixotics. By the way, Quixotic. Oh, okay, maybe I'll wait for your audio to work. Oops. Okay, well now I found something else to fix. Fuck my ass. I mean, actually, it's good I found it, to be honest, but kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. Kind of annoying. I think it's... And these rays are really fucking annoying. Okay, so 2024. Let's load that into Blender. Yeah, that's weird. Your headset may have died. Big dog. Okay, let's turn on texturing. Yeah, there's just a big old fucking splotch here. What in the fuck happened here? Blender Soulstruck, you're killing me. Oh my god, it's a fucking patch of something. Oh, it's supposed to be some texture. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you can always tell. So this is a Blender Soulstruck error where it will basically move it one slot up. And so if you assign it that, okay, I don't really know if that's correct, to be honest. It's kind of fucking weird. What if I just delete this shit? Oh, did they cover it because it looks weird? All right, well, I'll check in on that. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, what's going on here? This looks very strange. Oh, yeah, that was odd. Oh, it was you. Okay, cool, cool. By the way, thank you for the sub love. I didn't see it until just a few seconds ago because I'm a bad streamer. So I appreciate the sub very much. Please and thank you. Not please and thank you. Thank you. It's very nice. Yeah, what's going on with these little fucking oh, okay, no, that's normal. Alright, so... You deserve it, brother. I try. I will try to live up to the sub love. Okay, so now I exported that, so I'm hoping that will fix the random fucking splash. Which, ooh, actually, I'm gonna screenshot this because Grim definitely needs to know that this is happening in Blender Soulstruct. Because it is just randomly barfing out different material settings for usually the transparent things. And it's not fun. I don't enjoy it. Okay. How's the game audio versus me? Now that I moved up the game sound level. In game, actually. I had it set to like really fucking low, which is weird. Oh my god, it's Z fighting. That has existed in the mod for a long time, and I don't fully know what's causing the Z fighting, because I swear to god I looked at it and nothing was specifically Z fighting. Okay, so here's where we have light rays. And this is how it was in the default game. For whatever reason, they just... Oh, God. Oh, my God. What the fuck? Blender Soulstruct, you're killing me. You're absolutely killing me. I love you, but also you're kind of killing me. There's another thing that got fucked up. Yeah. That would be a Blender Soulstruct problem, where upon export, it will randomly barf out incredibly incorrect textures. Why? Don't know. Genuinely don't know. Yeah, so this is what fixes it. This is a bad one. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. So basically, yeah, you can tell it basically just moves it one. Yeah, I gotta tell Grim, hey man, like, this is happening, so. Maybe game a tad loud. Got it. Got it. Okay, so that's good. Let's fix that. Boom, done. Oh, shit. I want to say... It's hard to tell exactly where it should start and end. Yeah, that looks good. Ugh, okay. Did you fuck up the other side, Blender Soulstruct? No, you did not. That I'm aware of. Okay. Nice. Now we have fixed that. Okay. So, now we can take a look at the actual light rays. It doesn't help that it's all white like this. I fucking hate that. Okay, so let's load in. Okay, I hit a wrong button there. Don't worry about that. Yeah, that's 2024 and 7012. Okay, so let's import 7012 because we're basically going to delete some of the light rays. I had actually done this in a previous version, and I guess I never saved it. And that's a shame, but it is unfortunate. Yeah, there's this big fat fucking ray right here that is just literally torpedoing this area. That is an easy fix. I can quite literally go yoink, yoink, and booyah, bitch. Okay, so some of the other ones are kind of Do we have any other ones that are overlapping? Yes, we very much do. Annoyingly. See, this is where I might just chuck them backward. I'll just move them up a bit to where they're no longer... I could scale them as well, but I feel like I'll just do that. Now the other one, from what I remember, ends up like shooting through this other building, which I believe is over. Oh yeah, you can see they're shooting through this building. So 2120, B2. Okay. 2120. Okay, B2. I think this is supposed to oh. Actually, yeah, wait. Is that just... oh, yeah. So basically, there is this one hole, and that's where it's supposed to shoot through. But then it also... there's this other one that is just absolutely not supposed to be shooting through here. And it... God, it's annoying. Oh. Oops. Picked the wrong one. Okay. Edit mode. Okay. Yeah, what the fuck is going on with that one? Yeah, see, there's a normal one that's down here that's meant to be down there. And then this big, giant fucking one is absolutely not supposed to be here. At least not to that degree. Okay, it's not the easiest to move it. There you go. See, look at that. We're making moves, chat. We're making moves. We're fixing things, and it feels so good. Oop, wrong one. Right one. Okay, so we're just gonna push it out into the sky. So none of them are overlapping anymore. God, they are not the easiest to work with. Ah, I found another one. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this a tad. A friend just sent me the funniest image. Oh, really? Really? I don't know why I did Jim Carrey there for a second, but don't worry about it. All right. Is it interacting with anything else? It is not. Okay, so let's export map piece. Haha. You'll love to see it. It's like a book with some kid on the cover, and the name is Everything I Don't Like Is Woke. That is... oh, that is unfortunately what is going around. Yeah. It's everything I don't like. It's woke. It's the woke mind virus. Also, everybody poops. That's your other indicator. Oh, I was cool, and I did hide the text on this. You'll love to see it. Okay. So now that I fixed that, and I believe I fixed the wall as well. I wonder how many of those mistakes have been in all of my other mesh edits. That I'm going to try not to think about, because that sucks ass. So now you can see the light shaft is no longer blocking this. So that's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. Let's go this way. Oh, actually, let's not go that way. Oh, I kind of see why they did the bigger one here. Although, actually, this one kind of just disappeared now. Huh. Okay. It does look kind of stupid when you're up here. It does look a little dumb, but let's just say it's unrealistic. And yeah, there is a lot of that, of like, oh my god, it's woke. They're trying to turn me gay. It's like, I don't think so. I think you might be imagining stuff, you know? I think you might be imagining stuff. So I'm trying to see, which thing did they say was specifically not connected? Because, yeah, these leaves are not great. I did alter this mesh a bit. I'm okay if it looks like they're hanging a bit, because it's never going to be perfect, like, aligned to it. Oh, those actually look fine. I'm assuming it's this one. I think people are afraid of being gay. Yeah, it's like, what is this, 1995? Like, what are we doing? Are people still, like, weirded out by that? Like, I'd be like, dog, it is 2024. There is nothing wrong with being gay. I don't. I've had people try to use that as like an insult against me. They're like, "Oh my God, look, he must be gay," and it's like, why you would use that as an insult against me? Because I'm espousing that I think being gay is cool and like normal and fine. So like, if you're gonna then return back and say that's because you're fucking gay, and I go, why would you try to use the very thing that I'm saying is not bad as an insult? Because then I'll go, I mean, okay, I mean, you can think I'm gay. Like, I don't care. That doesn't hurt me. I'd be just as cool if I was gay. I don't know. Maybe cooler. Who knows? I don't know. Even even LTG. What's LTG? I'm so bad with acronyms. Trivia, let me know. Let me know trivia. LTG, LTG, LTG. I'm trying to think. What my brain is not bringing up what that means. Low tier god. I've never heard of that person. Huh. Is it an Asmongold situation where like I would prefer not to know about him? It's just classic internet troll. Yeah. Okay. Well, I am happy to know I don't know him. I've learned I'm pretty like out of the goddamn loop on a lot of things that I just have no idea that's happening. Oh yeah, I was fixing the foliage. Yes, yes. Let's see, just a classic internet troll. Well, fuck that person. God, that sucks. There's a storm going on. I need to close some windows. Oh shit, yeah. Do what you gotta do, big dog. 5041. Okay. Let's load in 5041. Ooh. Alright, we got some foliage up in this bitch. Let's do some orientation. Yeah, they were very specifically oriented around where the geometry actually was. Okay. Oh, fuck. Now I know why I didn't move them. So the origin point for these, unfortunately, this happens rarely with some of the map pieces, as the origin point will be far away, so it's way harder to orient it. I know there's a way to like modify that in Blender, and you can kind of tell it to not do that, but I'm not good at that. I've moved the origin point before and it doesn't do anything, so I'm kind of like, well, fuck it. That is why I remember I stopped moving. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually not too bad. Okay. Because I don't need it to be perfect. I just need to move it a little closer to the actual mountain here. Really, it's the top part. If I can get the top dialed in, so at least it looks like that part is correctly flapping. I just need it perceptually to look close enough. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. Okay. Here you go. Here's another one. Nice. Nice. We're doing good work here. Oh yeah, this one is kind of fucked. Let's get these edges a little moved in. Okay. Then we will select the whole thing. And, oh, I used the wrong control. Okay, and then we'll go up, go out, it, go down, out again, go to the right, out again. Might need to rotate just a tad, we'll see. Let's tip this, or let's tuck this in a little bit. Whoa! Yeah, if you hold down shift, you can get closer control of stuff. Ooh, okay. That was not moving the direction I thought it was. Fuck. There we go. See, now this is where you can kind of massage it a little bit more. Okay. Okay, I gotta untuck. Yikes. That is not ideal. Oh, yeah, this one is like way floating out there. Oof. All right, let's grab this. Oh, shit. That one's a little rough looking. The next 18 years of my life will be adjusting foliage in Dark Souls Remastered. Yikes. Oh, I went too far. You know, it's not complex work, but you know, someone's got to do it. I tell myself that, and then it's absolutely no one actually needs to do this, but it's cool. It's very cool. Oh shit, that's how far back I could go. Oh my god. That is crazy. Wait, is that part of it? That might be. I don't know. That is actually not part of it. Fuck. And now it's just not displaying at all. Oh, that checks out. Let's go back. Yeah, oh yeah, it's this one. Get a good view of it. Okay, I grab that. Okay, let me grab this inside one. God bless whoever at the Blender Foundation or whatever developer came up with this, where if you select one vertice, it has this like orange gradient on the line leading to the next vertice, like that is so cash money. That is the coolest fucking thing of all time. Are you kidding me? That's so cool. That's such a quality of life feature that whoever fucking thought of that, shout the fuck out, man. On God, no cap. Absolutely. I know half of what that means, and I completely agree. It's so nice. It's such a, I don't know, it's something like you wouldn't think about, but it's so fucking useful. It's so nice. Okay, how's that one looking? If you're just joining, I am aligning Foliage and losing my fucking mind in Dark Souls Remastered. Lingo of the Youngins, yeah, that's true. They do. On God, I have heard a lot, and I'm sort of like, I don't know where that started, but I think being on God could be a good position, right? He seems like a powerful guy. From what I have heard from when I went to church. Not Ohio, very skibbity. Yeah, yeah, checks out, yeah. Is it very Illinois, maybe? I don't know. Is it Missouri? No. God, this fucking sucks when the origin point is all the way up there. So I'm just like, well, fuck me, you know? Feels a bit Missouri. Yeah, the good parts. Yeah. I don't know how many good parts there are, but there probably is. I don't know. I live in Missouri around a bunch of old people, so from that angle, it is actually pretty decently nice. Old people, you know, say what you will about them. They're pretty quiet. I gotta give them credit for that. I swear on God that they are very quiet. Oh, Six Flags, that's true. Yeah, I can see that. I'm unfortunately one of those like lame people that just there's too many people. I went there when I was like a teenager, and I don't know, man. We need it. There's too many people. I don't know. I was born like 90 years old, so I understand I'm an anomaly when it comes to a lot of that stuff because I'm just like, fuck me, there are too many people. Can we not do this? A lot of it is like waiting in line. I feel like that's my other criticism. Yeah, I don't know. Olds are pretty, you know. So I don't like the crotchety ones that are poo-pooing everything. I think that's kind of annoying, actually. It's kind of cringe. I would much prefer if they just were the nice, happy old people. But, you know, some of them are just like fucking upset as shit. I'm like, I don't want to be that when I'm older. I want to be the nice, like, content, peaceful old person. I don't want to be the hateful, jaded one. That to me is like the least attractive shit in the world. I don't like when people are jaded and suspicious of people and all that. I'm just like, nah, you can fuck off with that. They can get off my lawn. The ones are very cringe. The others can be pog, yes. Yes. Spoken is only the way young people can talk. I hate messing with this fucking foliage. I hate it. I hate it, 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 I hate it. Okay. What is the other... Wait. Hey, where'd my Chrome... Oh, there's my Chrome. Fucking... Pre-roll ads have been disabled for 39 minutes. God, you'd love to see it. You fucking love to see it. Oh, okay, so more mesh holes. Where are we in the game? Is this somewhere in Valley of the Drakes? Ah, this is in Firelink Shrine. I am going through and trying to fix all of the bugs, which I'm only on the first post. I'm on the first goddamn post because it turns out they listed like 50 bugs in one fucking bug report, which is, I mean, hey, it's nice that they didn't do like 500 different bug reports, but it's gonna, this is why I didn't want to click into it. I don't like looking at the bug reports because I just get overwhelmed, and then... Oh yeah, the grayscale model, there'd be no way to tell, absolutely. Okay, so let's see if I can find that little hole they were talking about. Oh wow, that is a baby mesh hole. Wow, look at that, that's tiny. Also, hey, what's going on, Fireball guy? How's it going? Yeah, that's a tiny mesh hole. Okay, I got it. The music, I know. I just ruined it by logging out. Yeah, Firelink Shrine music, pretty good. Is it Majula good? No. IMO, it is not. But both really good. Majula over Firelink Shrine, I just agreed, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, Majula I think is pretty uncontested. I mean, it's not that it's uncontested, but I think it beats out Firelink Shrine from either 1 or 3. I think 3 is way worse. I don't know. I mean, 3's fine. I don't know. The Firelink Shrine there, it just doesn't really seem to have any connection to the original Firelink Shrine, despite having the name. And there's like all the fire keepers that were chucked down the whatever. And so like, I don't know. When I think of the DS3 Firelink, I'm kind of like, it's okay. But yeah, DS2, Majula, even for people who don't like Dark Souls 2, even for those people, they're like, fuck, man, Majula's pretty sick. Okay, so I need to load in 2015. I think it's already loaded, actually. Yes. Yes, it is. There it is. Okay. Oh, yeah, look at that baby mesh hole. Oh, my God, that is tiny. Well, hey, shout out to the bug reports. Are those things in the skies God rays? No, they're actually... I mean, yes, technically they are, but they're fake God rays. They're just literally a alpha texture that's pasted here. Now, I did actually enable light shafts, real light shafts, done through the engine in Firelink as well. So you get a bit of both, but yeah. Yeah, they actually had these. I just edited them a little bit ago to remove them from clipping into where the nest is. Where the bird picks you up. Okay, let's go into edit mode here because it looks like we have just the teeniest, tiniest. And I think all I need to do is merge vertices and booyah, we have fixed it. The mesh hole has been defeated, and I will admit, I speed ran that, just so you know. That's the quickest I've ever fixed a mesh hole. I got lucky because it was on the same map piece, and both vertices were right next to each other, so I could just yoink. All right. So that's been fixed. A hole in the stairs on the way to Petrus. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I think that's going to be in this one too. Oh, look at that little baby mesh hole. Fuck. I think all I really need to do is chuck that shit over. And then where is the connecting vertice for that? Ah, there you go. Okay, so let's go over. Make sure I got a view of my mesh hole here. Okay, think I think I did it. Okay, cool. Nice. God, look at us. Look at us knocking out this shit. Okay, let me reply to this. Long fucking thread. Most all these issues I just fixed on stream, except for some of the UV mapping issues, which is related Made into a Blender issue. Thank you. All right. Boom. We fixed a lot of bugs just in one giant post. Saved data is corrupted. With this mod installed, the game is unplayable. I get an error message saying my saved data is corrupted. Legitimately unplayable. Edit. I think I fixed it. I'm on Windows 11. Here's how I fixed it if others are having this issue. Windows Security, Virus and Threat Condition. Under Virus and Threat Condition settings, allow an app through controlled folder access. Recently blocked apps. Huh. I don't know why it... Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'm going to say not a bug. Not with the mod itself. Wow, that's interesting. I've never seen that happen. And you fixed it. All right. Oh, I hate this about Nexus mods. So it will occasionally, after you post one comment, it will just not let you post another one. You hit submit and it goes, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Change status. Fixed in next version. Okay. Okay, so let's reply to this. Oh, hey. Okay. Nexus mods, you're testing me. You're testing me right now. Okay. So got that. Chamber of the Princess crashes. The game crashes when trying to warp to the Chamber of the Princess bonfire. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Huh. Nexus mods, you're not doing great here. I'm gonna be real with you. Fuck. Huh. What exactly did I do? Oh, Zero Tech. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Oh, wow. I'm close to 500 followers. Wow. I gotta get more of my YouTube people over on Twitch, because obviously my viewership is way lower when I just stream only on Twitch. But yeah, it's a bit of a struggle to get the 22,000 subscribers on YouTube to get them to shuffle over to Twitch. I wonder if I'll do a poll on YouTube where I'll just be like, what's the number of YouTube subscribers that, I guess the poll would be, did you know I streamed on Twitch? Even though I've said it, it's linked in the description. I post on YouTube, the YouTube post, but I know most people don't see those. Because, yeah, I used to average into like the, 80, 90, 150, 300 viewers when I streamed on YouTube. But yeah, on Twitch, it's obviously because it's just, I didn't have a lot of the followers on Twitch. But I'm curious what the number is of like, I was unaware or I will never do it, right? They just don't want to use a new platform. Yeah, but then again, when I think about it, like Twitch is still the leading game streaming platform. It's still technically more popular than YouTube as far as that goes. YouTube obviously wins for overall video viewership. Twitch isn't even close to that. But as far as like streaming specifically, Twitch is still the most popular. So I'm a little surprised that there's been less people wanting to move over to Twitch. Like, I don't know, but I didn't like the multi-streaming. And it also clogs up the YouTube channel when I want to make a video over there. So I kind of like keeping that separate. But it does kind of suck that you just have to slowly grow on Twitch again, even though I have 22,000 fucking people. It's like, get over there. Move over to Twitch. Now, the funny thing is, of course, having 22,000 YouTube subscribers live streaming, you're going to get only like less than 1%. Yeah, I mean, I know that you can unlist the generated VOD. You absolutely can. The problem is that, I don't know. I mean, I can, yes. I guess I could just not have the VOD on there, but that's not really the goal. I do want to have the VOD on there. It's just I want that VOD to be there on like an off day that I'm not making a video. I don't want that VOD to take the place of a video I might want to post. Like today was a perfect example where I made a video in the morning, got it all ready, posted it on YouTube, and then immediately went live on Twitch, where I don't feel like I could do that if I was streaming on YouTube as well, because then I would very much be, the channel would be being used for the live stream, and then that video presumably, I don't know, I feel like that, doing two of those things on the same day, I think it's bad form. I don't like it. I feel like it's either or, where it would feel like you're posting two videos in a day. And yeah, it's one of those where like I'd post the video, but then I would feel like if I go live on YouTube, I'm then sacrificing that video that I posted. It's one where I can't seem to figure out the right thing. Okay, so game crashes when trying to warp to the chamber of the princess bonfire. Really? I swear I was there recently. Okay, so let's log in and try to go to that bonfire. Huh. And then by posting the VODs to YouTube in a delayed fashion, I do feel like that incentivizes people to actually view the stream live. But then they will obviously still have the chance of watching it later. It's just not like a guaranteed viewing later, since obviously there's more money in having them watch live. Well, kind of, to be honest. It depends. I think with Twitch, I have to get people to trust that I will stream often enough to make a sub worth it, which I totally understand. Like, if there's someone who only streams once a month, you're not going to sub to them, because I sub to people on Twitch. So I would not do that. If it was someone who barely ever streamed, well, why would I, other than just wanting to support them, but I would support them in other ways. Like on Twitch, it's like, I don't know why you would do that, because that gets rid of your ads, but if they're never live, then you don't need to worry about that. So that would be kind of the thing. So I think the more that I stream and consistently, just more people that are going to be like, oh shit, okay, I should sub to that, because it's not like people have unlimited money. I know I certainly don't. So I can't subscribe to everybody that I want. I could get Twitch Turbo, I guess. That's actually a pretty good deal, considering if it just covers everybody and then they make a portion of the money from it, right? Okay. We need to go Chamber of the Princess. And if it does crash, that really sucks, because that's going to be hard to fix. Wait, which one is Chamber of the Princess? What? Isn't that the Guinevere one? Huh. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so it's just called something different in... Huh. That's weird. Well, it works for me. Sorry, that's a guttural response from seeing Guinevere. I can't help it. I'm sorry. They spent so much of their geometry budget on the big titties. I swear to God. It's hilarious when you view her model. They put so many triangles into her face and her titties. It's hilarious. They didn't even give her an ass. She doesn't have one. They spent all the polygons. They had to literally take her ass out of her model. And, well, I don't know about that. They just never modeled it, but Yeah, that. Also, these are my favorite, like, door or wall things in the entire game. I love them after the upscale and, like, upgrading the normal map a little bit. Oh my god, I love how shiny they are, and I love the detail on them. Oh, so good. So cool looking. I love Anor Londo, specifically in the mod, too. I think it looks really fucking good. Ugh. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, it doesn't seem red enough. I will say that. I don't think it's red enough. I have been struggling with that because the light maps were basically how they made it so red. It is reddish, but external Londo looks a bit flat compared to most of the game IMO. Yeah, I need to check that out. Yeah, I ended up. Was that in my most recent update? I can't remember. Yeah, let's check it out because I ended up upping the contrast of the area because yeah, it was pretty like default flat and red, and it didn't have a whole lot of vibrance going on. So I did end up kind of putting back some of the contrast. And then we have some parallax occlusion mapping, and then I figured out the parallax occlusion mapping. Oh, did I? Oh, I don't think I added the parallax occlusion mapping over here. Nope, I did not. I never realized that the Dark Souls 1, your player character, whenever they turn around like that, they do that Obama meme where he like is running out of the White House and then he goes, "Ah, crap, I forgot my glasses." They literally do that run. Yeah, I forgot to turn on parallax occlusion mapping. Oops. Oopsie. God, my posture was shit again. Whoops. I am very bad at that. Okay, so let's... Well, that's interesting. I don't know why they're having a crash. Then, to be honest, if I can't reproduce it, it's pretty hard to fix it. What's up, McFrenzy? The debugging is going pretty well. Unfortunately, the first post I opened had like 15 bugs in it, so that was a lot. Yeah, so let's go over here. 23 Hundo. Let's go to Hundo. Let's go into our Anor Londo folder. Name. Let's go 2300, not 3200. What am I talking about? 2300 B1. Okay, so let's make sure we have our parallax occlusion mapping turned on. I don't think we do. Goddamn Fiverr editor. This is the one thing I don't like about Fiverr editor. There are occasions where the origin point for the map piece is so far out that it just doesn't, it can't, it's culling it, so you can't even see where it is, which kind of sucks. I think I can remember what the texture's called though. Oh, that's wall white. Oh yeah, I think I have I'm pretty sure I made a height map for that. So let's do that. Detail bump map is going to turn into a height map. We add the H for DBH. Stairs, floor stone. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's go into our map folder. M15, 1501, floor stone 00. Ah, yes, good, good. We eat. Yeah, Anor Londo's been a tough one where I've never felt fully like happy with it. Oh shit. Okay. I fucked that one up. Okay, got that. Floorstone 5. Okay, so I got that active. Floorstone 6. Do I have a Floorstone 6H? I do not. Okay, I always forget what height maps I have and what ones I don't. Because I've just done too many at this point that I do simply not remember. Okay, we have wall pillar, wall relief, handrail, wall stone 9. Oh, that's wall stone 9. Shit. Chapel butt rests. Ooh, we have floor stone 9. Ah, there we go. See, that's what I was looking for. Floor stone 9H. Height. Nice. Nice. DBH. If any of you are curious, D is for diffuse texture, B is for bump mapping, H is for height map. Underscore alp is when it is a transparent, like alpha texture or something just applied to the ground. There's also the M_4 stone, which is like a specific stone one, but I've actually never found it to be any different visually than if it just used the MDB, which includes the bump mapping, and also MDB also includes using a specular map, even though it doesn't list the S for specular, but that's just how it works. And then the edge one is still used commonly on like foliage, so it's another alpha related thing. Okay, so let's save that. Go back to Blender. Let's just start fresh. Let's get rid of all of our Firelink shrine stuff. I don't like to work on different map pieces at the same time. Import. Let's select game map 1501. Okay, it should be the most recent one that was saved. It is. And so the reason why I do this in Blender is so after you edit something in Fiber Editor, like doing height maps, a good thing to do is to basically bring it up in Blender and then resave it immediately, because that will, I've found that that actually works the best for enabling the height maps, where sometimes it will enable just by editing them in Fiber Editor, but I think it has something to do with how Blender edits the buffer layouts. There's certainly something to do with that. Oh, yeah, actually I can see some pretty bad mesh shading issues, which was my fault. And I regret what I did, but going through and like doing smooth mesh shading, unfortunately, I did it in a really bad way. And so it's not an easy fix, because all the mesh edits I made, I don't want to have to do again. I really don't. So I'm trying to make the best of the situation by fixing the bad mesh shading where I can. Okay, so, and it mostly works. I can generally just select the faces and it will go, okay. And it then fixes the shit ass. Because I basically did it on too broad of a basis. I was like, oh, because I read the tooltip for it and I was like, oh, okay, because it says it works on most meshes just fine. And unfortunately for DS1, it just kind of goofs up a lot of the mesh shading. I don't think it's super noticeable in game for most people, but it will be for some, and I don't like that, so. Okay, there you go. So let's export that. Nice. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Nice. All right, so let's load back in. Oh, tried using my controller again. Oh my god, we have parallax occlusion mapping. Chat, look at how gorgeous that cobble street is now. Oh my god, it's got added depth. You love to see it. Okay, well, it didn't crash for me, so I guess I'll just leave that as looking into it, because I don't know. Yeah, if it doesn't crash for me, it's really hard to debug it, right? Ooh, I actually thought of a pretty good opportunity here. What if we add a height map to this roof? It does look a little flat. Anor Londo, unfortunately, was pretty fucking flat. Also, the mesh shading there is fucking awful. Okay. While we are here, yeah, I gotta hide the fake map pieces that they use at a distance, which I used to get rid of, but then I put them back because it made more sense just to keep them there. Okay, so let's get rid of that. We have 22 hundo. Okay, I last edited it on October 10th. That checks out. Oh yeah, this was my weird hodgepodge edit. So I can't exactly remember why I did it, but there was a good reason for it. There was some reason, I think it's because there was a fake, the roof texture is one of the bugged remastered things where no matter what you would do to the texture, it would never actually upscale it. It wouldn't load correctly, so you had to spoof it, and I think back then I didn't really know what was going on. Now I do, and I know how to fix it. You literally just fucking rename it. You just create a duplicate texture and call it something else. And then Dark Souls Remastered goes, oh shit, fam, we'll load that. Great, cool. All right, we're just fixing bugs left and right. It's a good idea to make content out of this because it motivates me to do it more than. It's not as fun if I'm just sitting alone fixing these bugs, if you know what I mean. It's a little like, eh, not loving this. So being able to spread it out into actual capital C content is smart. Oh, fuck yeah. This mesh shading was the worst thing I ever did. I wish I had not done it. I could reload the original meshes, but like, then I would just have to do all the edits again, and I really fucking don't want to do those. So I'm kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't. Which sucks, but there are much worse things going on in the world than that. So I have it relatively easy, all things considered. Actually, barely anything considered, I have it incredibly easy. These are quite literally the definition of first world problems. What's even worse than that? If it's the lower you go, the more ridiculous it is. So it'd be like, instead of first world problems, it'd be like 0.5 world problems. Is that anything? Let me know. 0.25 world problems. Okay, let's get this. Fix some mesh shading. Nobody likes shit meshes. Mesh shading. Okay, there we go. Like the other side was not as bad. Still not great. Oh yeah, that's better. That's what we like to see. Ooh, actually the front of that looks fucking awful. Oh my god. All right. One of my cats is rubbing my leg underneath the desk and trying to distract me. I won't allow it. I'm too locked in at the moment. What? I did not. I thought I went through. I guess I didn't get the top parts. And my cat Bella just jump scared me. Jumping right next to me, jumping right over my computer. You love to see it. Okay, let's get this. Wish I just had a big fat ass button that said undo the mesh shading changes that you did months ago that we had no idea you were doing. I wish there was just a button for that. Unfortunately, there's not. There's shade flat and shade smooth, but those are the built-in options for Blender, and they're not great. And you would assume you could just select everything and then say shade flat. You would be wrong. It looks awful. It looks really fucking bad. So, yeah. It's a real crying shame that that is just not an option. Okay. Let's stick with that for now. So we fixed some of that. What is the other map piece? It's 2201. I thought I had created a height map for that. I may not have. 2201. Yeah, let's go check that out. Mm. All right, let's see what we got going here. Oh, if I'm good here, I can select this. Okay. It's M15 roof 00. That's how I ended up fixing it. Let's go into our M15 3 roof. Oh shit, is that going to be in 15002? Seems like it. Okay, so I got the normal maps pulled up. Roof 001. Okay, yeah, it looks like I did not actually make a I had not made a height map. So here you're going to see how I give something a height map and parallax occlusion mapping all in one fell swoop from scratch. In case you were curious how that works in Dark Souls Remastered. I think I've shown it. I believe I've shown it on video, but in case you did not see that, because God knows where that is in like my 300 fucking videos. Even I wouldn't know. Actually, I'd probably know the least. Okay, so basically you duplicate the albedo texture that you unpacked. That's the way I do it. And I rename it to _H. I hope you're taking notes. And basically, I then convert the albedo texture into a PNG. While I'm here, you could do this at any point in this process, but I basically open up the witchy file, tell it that the texture is going to be called 00_H because it is _H. That will tell it the actual file you want to repack because it's going to be _H. So now we open up a great program called Later. Catch you later, alligator. And we're going to load that PNG file. Once I find it. Okay, queen floor roof. All right, we have loaded it. Kind of, it's still loading. Okay. So now we have that texture, which it looks like someone either jizzed on this portion of the roof. Don't worry about it. Okay, so then we're going to switch over to Parallax map. And under here you have binary or height map. Surprisingly, the height map option I don't like. I don't think it works that well with Dark Souls Remastered. You generally would prefer to create the binary one where you can like basically the black represents the higher portions, white represents the lower portions, specifically in Dark Souls Remastered. I know different engines function differently with what is considered high and what is considered low because God forbid we have the same fucking setup, you know, which kind of sucks, but such is life. And so usually then you just move the threshold around until you get to where you're generally happy with it. And I like to move the focus up a bit to get rid of some of that smaller details that can kind of trip up the parallax. So I kind of up that a little bit, but you don't want to do it too much because then you're going to get rid of the fine detail in between the crevices, right? And you don't really want to do that. So sometimes you need to keep moving back with the threshold thing. And it's basically just a dance between all of those. When in doubt, you can use the soften thing to essentially just apply a blur on top of it to stop it from essentially getting too freaked out. Because if it's super clear, then the parallax really tries to pick up on everything. So let's try this. We will hit parallax, export. It will now export this height map. And here you go. We now open that. What I like to do is I generally save it as like 1K resolution for the height map. You don't really need it to be high resolution. If anything, you're probably going to be helped out by it being lower resolution. So you'll have less little tiny bumps and details to get tripped up on. Now, I usually start with this level of contrast. If it works correctly, then I usually will pull up the brightness and contrast and essentially just drag it down. And the reason for that is that that will lower the high points and then raise up the low points. And because you don't always want it to be as pronounced. Like this roof is not meant to be sticking way out like stone wall or something. It's a roof. It's meant to be a semi-flat roof, so you don't really want it to look that insane, right? So we're going to save that, and we're going to save it as DDS, and we're going to add the _H. And we hit save. Now the height maps in Dark Souls 1 Remastered, they get saved as BC1 linear. And we already edited our witchy file earlier to be the file we just made, which is glorious. We now repack that with witchy BND. Gotta drink some water before I always forget when I'm streaming. What's up, Snow Time? Hope you're all having a great evening. I am currently doing something that probably one other person on the planet may care about. And that is looking at a roof in Anor Londo and adding a height map to it for parallax occlusion mapping. Very, very sexy stuff. I just outed myself as European. Hey, we like the Europeans. Well, I'm a big fan. I'm okay with that. Is there any way to play the game in 4K yet? I think you can play in 4K. Yeah, you just... Oh, and Bloodborne. That's a good question. I don't know. I thought some people had been able to. I had issues even running at 1440p. I had like the sky fucking freak out. But to be fair, I haven't tried on the most recent build. It's probably been at least a week or two. And auto HDR, I actually don't even know how auto HDR... Does it function with Vulkan games? I don't know. I haven't had an HDR monitor in quite a while. I ended up, like, technically my monitor supports it, but it's basically fake HDR. Because it technically can accept the HDR signal, but it doesn't have anywhere near the contrast ratio or panel quality that can really do anything with HDR. So if anything, it just ends up looking worse. So I just never enable it. Yeah, it might be. Because it's Microsoft who does auto HDR, I admit I'd be very surprised if it was not DirectX 12 and 11 specific. But then again, Microsoft is obviously much more open than they were like 10 years ago. So they could be adding Vulkan support. I wouldn't be surprised because Vulkan, they own studios that use Vulkan, so it's not like they hate Vulkan. They obviously are very much aware of it. And I think they're even in the consortium or whatever the fuck you call one of those things where they're all grouped together. Like Nvidia's part of it, AMD's part of it. Like Vulkan is very much like respected in the industry. It's the open source equivalent. And so I think you always need there to be an open source API that's out there. The other one was OpenGL, so Vulkan being the successor. All right, let's add this to our. Have you played Armored Core 6? Yes, and I loved it. I'm halfway through my second playthrough. I know I need to play it 3 times. My second monitor is like that. My other monitor is an LG OLED. Oh my god. Fuck yeah. I'm not sure whether it's supposed to be as hard as Dark Souls, but I'm really struggling. Armored Core 6 is supposed to be hard. That's true. You have no iframes, so that's not a thing anymore. I struggled for sure. I barely made it through my first playthrough. One tip I had my most success with dual Zimmerman shotguns. Dual Zimmerman shotguns, and then you have your Songbird cannons back there. Honestly, that's going to carry you through like 90% of the game. There are some missions where I had to like pull out a different loadout that was kind of weird, but generally, those dual shotguns, you can fucking roll through it. Yeah, that tutorial boss, yeah, that one was a bit of a wake-up call. I was like, oh fuck, this might be difficult. It's not until I got to Balteus that I really, like, he fucking raw dogged me for quite a while. And then they nerfed him, to be fair. I I'll have that tattooed on my body somewhere that I beat Balteus before the nerf, but even after the nerf, homie's tough. I was worried it was supposed to be like a power fantasy type game. No, it's pretty brutal. It's very difficult. Even coming from like Dark Souls, it is pretty like unforgiving. It's woof. Yeah, it was like 2.5 hours. Yeah, pre-nerf Balteus was just ungodly, and I loved it. And I also was very frustrated, but I also wasn't using dual shotguns. And the dual shotguns is sort of like the Claymore of that game, I feel like. I didn't beat Radon pre-nerf, yeah. Well, hey, now Radon's been nerfed twice. I did beat Shrine of Amana pre-nerf? Jesus Christ. I wish I would have experienced that. I was so late to the Souls games. I started playing them really in 2020, so I missed out on all that stuff. Oh, by the way, so I'm creating the height map for the surface, for the roof, and I created the height map. I created the new texture file, I packed it, and now I need to actually edit the witchy B&D text file, which is what tells the engine what is stored there. Oh, I already copied one. Okay. Oh no! Oh shit! Actually, whoop. I forgot I didn't edit the ID on that. But basically, what you do is you copy the little file brackets here. You paste it. Boom. 266. And we're going to copy our new texture that we created and packed in here, which is M15 roof _00 H. And we're going to pop that here. Nice. We save it. Nice. And now whenever we repack the overall M15 _0002 TPF BHD, it will know to pick up that roof file and include it. So let's go back, and now we will repack the overall M15 0002, which, as you can tell in Dark Souls Remastered, they separate the textures into essentially 4 different BHD folders, and they're put in there like numerically and alphabetically. And so that's how you can find all the different textures. And then they're also, obviously, M15 is related to Sense Fortress and Anor Londo, and because that's their level, their map numbers, it's a whole thing. I'm kind of enjoying the pressure. Yeah, that's the weird thing about Armored Core 6 is you'll have some missions that are just incredibly easy, and then you'll have some that are like, fuck me, this is incredibly difficult and hard, and it's a brick wall. And I kind of love that I never knew. I never knew when I started a mission what the fuck was going to go on, and there's sometimes that I just got raw dogged. I just was like, what the fuck? What is happening? And now I'm stuck on my second playthrough. I am stuck on the big worm guy because you're supposed to have that special weapon that breaks the shield, right? Well, apparently, my dumb ass apparently sold that weapon. I don't know because I don't have it. I've looked through all the tabs. I've looked for the purchasing, and obviously I'm in, New Game Plus or whatever. I ain't got it. I just don't have it. So it's like 10 times harder without that weapon to shoot his face. And I'll get it, but fuck me, man. It ain't going well. So I kind of put it down for a while and I was like, all right, I've done like 15 attempts. I'm going to come back to this. And I have not come back to it yet. So mostly it's just because I mod every day, all day. It's weird. I just can't stop. I can't stop modding. So here's the other thing you do. So we have our map piece that we are editing that includes the roof in Anor Londo. And so what we do is you see we have a G diffuse, G specular, G bump map, the light map, and then we have this extra slot. And so that's where I rename it to G underscore height for height map. We type in our texture that we created, which is M15 underscore roof underscore 00 underscore H dot TGA. Now it is TGA, that's another confusing thing, in that when you actually look at the textures in the files, they are DDS files, right? Because of course they are. They're the standard texture format. However, they're listed as TGA here because that's what the actual game engine takes them from DDS to BTGA, and then they display them. It's a whole thing. I actually don't think it really matters. You could even call it a .tiff, and it doesn't give a shit. It goes, fuck it, whatever. And it just loads it. So anyway, we put that there. We have G height. We've done that. The last thing we have to do, actually, no, it's not the last thing. I take that back. Is so in your material settings here, you'll see the M. This is the one that currently has selected, which is then connected to the various different shaders that they have. And so MDB, we need to add an H to this because there's a specific MTD that is, because D is for diffuse, B is for bump mapping, and then H is for height map. So now it is set to use that height map. If we had kept it at MDB, it would basically ignore this height slot. It just wouldn't do anything. It doesn't break the game. It just goes, oh, fuck, well, okay, cool. I guess he doesn't want to use it. Anyway, so now we hit save. And then we go to Blender. We go to Blender. And we're going to import the 2201, which is the very thing we just edited and added the new height map and the all the good stuff. We open that in Blender to then turn around and directly save it back because that seems to edit the underlying buffer layouts, which I don't fully understand, but those buffer layouts are what actually controls how many different textures and things can be used on one individual surface. So it automatically refactors those if they are not set up to allow the height map to be used. So you put them in Blender, Blender Soul Struct, and then you immediately export it back. And now it saves it as that same file format, easy peasy. And now technically, it should have parallax occlusion mapping. And yes, that is for just one surface. So basically, for the amount of surfaces I've added it to in this game, I've done that hundreds and hundreds of times. Of course, in the default Dark Souls Remastered unmodded, they already were using height maps, but they were really only using it in Undead Burg on a handful of surfaces. And they were also using it in New Londo, I think had one or two. So they had the height map functionality, they just didn't really expand it to the rest of the game. I'm assuming they ran out of time, to be honest with you. So from here, we're not really going to be able to tell. So I'm going to run over to the trellis, I guess is what you would call it, and then run on it. Which on the way, we are going to love the parallax occlusion mapping I added to this cobblestone here, which it would shock you to see that it's completely flat. I love parallax occlusion mapping. It's my favorite thing in the fucking world, other than dynamic shadows. I just love how it just gives you this wonderful sense of depth. And then you just tilt the camera and you go, well, fuck, okay, it's completely flat. God. It's so nice. It's such a cool thing for like older games that you just have a lot of flat surfaces. It's just one of the best ways to add depth, right? Okay. So let's see. Let's see if we can tell. I'm hoping. We're about to find out. Yeah, it does have a little bit of it's got a little bit. It's hard from the angle because it's so slanted. I think the parallax is going to be a little harder to notice because we're never walking on the roof texture. But I can see that there's a little bit of roundedness to it that it did not have before. Yeah, that angle's not going to be great for parallax because you kind of want to be, what would they call it, being perpendicular to it. And so us being like kind of cattywampus here is not going to be great for it. So that probably was not worth doing, but I'm pretty okay with it. Okay, I didn't need to kick, to be honest with you. Yeah, you can tell the roundness, but I guess the angle, yeah, it doesn't do it any favors, unfortunately. If we were walking on the flat roof, it would be a lot better. And that is, of course, the weakness of parallax occlusion mapping, is that you are very much reliant on the angle. I do wonder if I'm using parallax occlusion mapping on this floor. Doesn't look like it. It just looks like a good normal map at the moment, which, to be fair, with these little crevices, your normal maps are probably just your best friend here. And I don't recommend. Oh, yeah. So let's look at this wall, guys. Let's look at this wall. It's also kind of broken by the sharp edge. Yes. Yeah, that is a pretty terrible use case for it. You definitely want it to be like vertical or flat things. Those are generally your bread and butter. And if you don't do those, well, it's not going to look great. So that was not worth doing to the roof. Now here you'll see a wall where it's just using a really good normal map, but it's a really good one, like, because it does give you this depth, and you can see how the player lantern does affect the crevices. So it's a really solid normal map, and honestly, I would consider it good enough for these brick walls where they're supposed to be very shallow, right? Like the crevices are not that deep. However, just for funsies, I do believe I have a height map for this, and you can kind of see if there's a benefit here. So I do not remember how I put my weapon away because I'm using my keyboard and mouse because my controller stopped working because Dark Souls Remastered hates me. Oh, DLC Radon. Oh, okay, I see the added message there. Yes. I have not faced PCR after the nerf. I really wish I would have fought him after he was nerfed because I did not enjoy that boss fight. And it looks like I would have enjoyed it a whole lot more, or at least not hated it, had he been nerfed. That was one where I was super in favor of the nerf. I was like, yep, don't like that boss. And if you like it, that's totally fine. I think there's definitely going to be a split there of like who liked it and who didn't. Yeah, the cross slash, finally. The cross slash is not bullshit. And I'm not one to call a lot of things in Souls games bullshit. I think that can be overused, but that was definitely one of them where I'm like, okay, all right. Like, because I was like, is it intentional that I'm always supposed to get hit by it? Because if I am, well then, like, whatever. That kind of sucks, but you know, like, it is what it is. Like, I guess it's okay. I don't think I should be able to dodge everything, right? You know, like, I get that. Oh, fuck. This is, okay, so I need to replace this internal map piece, because I made an issue here. I made a mistake when I was working on this a long time ago, that I converted everything over to M4 Stone DSB because I figured that that MTD would be better for Stone, right? No, realistically, there's no real difference. So that I can figure out. And you might be wondering, well, what's the problem? So the problem is because I did this and then I imported it into Blender and then exported it, you'll notice it does not have an extra slot here for a height map. And that is my fuck up. So basically what we do, ooh, actually, yeah, let me view the backup one. How's the backup one looking? Does that one have the regular MTDs? Oh, well, that is before I removed all the light maps. So maybe, nope, still doesn't have them. Okay, got it. Shit. So what we're going to do, and this is what I was talking about earlier in the stream, always make sure you have a backup folder of all the unmodded files. It's very useful for specifically this case. Ever since I started working at my current job, I didn't really have time to invest into Elden Ring. Still haven't played the DLC. Yeah, luckily, you know, you'll have missed the fervor around it, which I think is fine. And you can kind of just enjoy it for what it is, which for me was a good time. It was a good time, but I don't know how memorable it's going to be in the long run. It did not surpass at all the old Hunters DLC for me. That is still my top tier. You know, like that. I don't know. There's something about the Elden Ring DLC that didn't really stick with me. And it might be the way that I had to play it. I mean, I didn't have to play it the way I did, but basically, I didn't want to be spoiled. And it basically meant I couldn't be on the internet until I beat it. And that sucked. Because I didn't even want there to be a chance that I was robbed of that, like, surprise, right? Now, in hindsight, because you know, hey, look, I did get pretty excited when I saw it was Radon, right? I did. And then, you know, a little bit later, I was kind of like, okay. I mean, I guess it's fine. I don't know. At first, I was like, oh my god, it's Radon. And then later, I was just like, well, kind of wish it would have been like someone new, or I don't know. It was him in his prime. So, like, I don't know. Yeah, I had to play it, like, really fast. The other issue I have with it is not with how I played it. This is more with how I felt like in that DLC, they were pushing the Souls formula to the very limit of what the camera can handle. Also, what's up, Chotaku? Actually, let me check something real quick. Hey, Hey, Chotaku! Thank you for the raid, big dog. What's up? What were you playing? How's it going? Hey, Jay Mora, thank you for the follow. 50 minutes ago, fuck me, God. Yeah, I felt like it was pushing the limits of what that camera could handle, because there was a lot of flying around and zooming around and rotating, and after a while I was like, dog, you're gonna make me motion sick, man. I'm not loving this, you know. So that was a problem for me. I did not enjoy that. I wish it I don't know. And it also felt like we got back into the Dark Souls 3, like, roll. Whoa, I just finished a stream of Dark Souls Re-Remastered. Oh, shit. That's awesome. That's crazy. The mod is awesome. So far, no bugs at all. Now that, I love to hear. I have a lot of bugs I'm going through currently. I'm glad that I think most people don't notice a lot of them, because obviously the original unmodded game has so many that now I can't unsee, but most people won't see. So I am heartened that I don't feel as stressed about it because the base game had a shit ton of bugs and mesh holes and UV mapping errors and texture shit. And there's so many things that were wrong with it that no one ever noticed. I didn't notice until I started modding it. But hell yeah, thank you for streaming it. That's awesome. I've had some people, you know, be like, hey, I'm going to wait till you're done with it. And I was like, oof, I mean, I might be like 65. It might be 10 years until then. I don't know, man. It's a lot for one person to go over. And also I'm not good with working with other people. So it's kind of my fun little project that I just kind of tinker away with over time. Okay, so now I got the new map piece for this from my backup files. Ah, yes. So we're going to use... Let's see if we can find the map piece on the... Damn it. It's another one of those map pieces where you can't see it. So I'm just going to have to fly blind here and go by the texture names. Because I've worked on this game since like July of last year. So I unfortunately know all the names and numbers too well. So let's add our height map we've already made for this. Let's change it over to DBH for our height map. I think, ooh, actually, yeah, let's go back to our texture folder. Because I believe Floorstone 8, I want to say I have a height map of. No, I do not. That is not the one I was thinking of. Okay, Chapel Floor 2. What about that? Yeah, take your time. I'm glad to wait until the... Yeah, the 1.0. Yeah. I'm playing the game for the first time, and damn, it looks good. Hell yeah. Yeah, the 1.0 was nice when I reached that. I was like, all right. And then I kept working on it. So theoretically, probably should I have just not called it 1.0? Maybe, but I also was like, it's good enough. I think at this point, there's already a lot of improvements that people... Because otherwise, I feel like they'd just be waiting forever, right? And so I was like, fuck it, it's 1.0, it's good enough. And now I'm in the stretch goals where I'm just chiseling away at stuff. But yeah, I really wanted to at least... I think my goal really was just to update it from looking like a PS3 game to getting closer to it looking like a PS4 game. So it's not a huge like goal, but that was kind of my internal goal of like, does it at least look like it runs on a more modern platform at the very least? Because I'll never be able to fully overcome its PS3 origins. I don't think. Wall white ditch 2. Okay, so I added my height maps. Goal achieved clearly. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, with the dynamic shadows added, I think that's a big part of it. I do recommend people boot up the unmodded game just to kind of scout it out, you know. I should be better about doing comparisons, but they take more time than just posting the stuff I'm working on, so I end up not doing a good enough job showing the difference. So M3200, let's go into Blender. And we will import that after it thinks about it, because it's a fat ass... God, it's a fat ass file. Ugh. Nice. Export map pieces. Yes. So now we're going to go back in the game. And theoretically, it will now be using that height map, and we'll see if it's even worth using, frankly. Yeah, so you'll see it does add a little bit of depth on the bricks here, versus where it was before, strictly a normal map, which I would argue the normal map did fine on its own. But now you have a little bit of added height map depth to the bricks. I'd argue maybe a little bit too much, but the good thing is people are just going to be running past them, so I actually don't think anyone would notice the difference between it using parallax occlusion mapping and not, which is funny to say, but it's true. I don't think a lot of people are going to notice the difference, but if you rotate the camera, you can see that now the bricks stand out and the crevices are in. I probably need to lower the contrast on it a little bit just to make it a little less noticeable, but you get some nice brick depth, you know? I watched some video showcasing the difference, and the base game looks a little worse than I thought. Yeah, there's parts of the original game that I think some age better than others. I do recommend people actually just play the Prepare to Die edition, which I know is unfortunately delisted, so there's no legal way to get a hold of it. But there are methods. And playing that game, I think, is the ultimate way to play the unmodded game, because I think it holds up better than Dark Souls Remastered in terms of the aesthetic. From a technical perspective, Dark Souls Remastered certainly has some improvements of like normal maps, and I think obviously the anti-aliasing is better because it uses temporal anti-aliasing versus Prepare to Die Edition used FXAA, and so shadow resolution is also better. And there's quite a bit in Dark Souls Remastered that is better, but there's also some drawbacks, which is the entire reason behind my mod existing at all. But yeah, so I don't know. I appreciate you playing it. It's always nice to hear. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot I also added the height map for the floor here. So now these crevices have a little bit more depth to them than what the normal map was doing on its own, which once again, I thought the normal map did a perfectly adequate job. But the height map takes it one step farther and essentially making it sort of geometric versus just perceived depth. Technically, it's all perception because it is a visual trick. All right, let's see. Okay, so now Unaleska, we're gonna raid her because she's really cool and she's playing Silent Hill 2 Remake, which looks awesome. So yeah, let's raid her, and then I will stop streaming because I am tired. And I will see you on the next stream, which will probably be in a couple days or a few days. But yeah, let's say hi to Unaleska. And thank you guys for watching.